I think, you know, when they eventually, if they make some iPhone Ultra at some point, I'll probably still want all of that over this. But for now, this is good stuff.
This dude said an iPhone Ultra. Nah, he about to give them some ideas. Yo, if they make an iPhone Ultra, oof, I pray for the mental health of the retail workers.
Just remember what happens on Earth stays on Earth.
Hello, and welcome to another reaction video. Here we are watching the iPhone 17 Pro review by MKBHD, a very good source to see what's actually, you know, going on with the new iPhone that came out this year. Now, me personally, I don't know if I'm going to buy a new iPhone. I mean, I have the iPhone 15 Pro right now. I had this shit upside down. I got the iPhone 15 Pro right now, and I still do work on it. It's still pretty, you know, substantial and things like that. But I am curious on what's going on with the iPhone 17 Pro. It looks different. It looks weird. It looks extravagant. I kind of like it, and I like the orange color too. I mean, I'm a little biased, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, I fuck with it. I'm going to blow my nose real quick, and then we're gonna watch this video. All right, let's check it out. MKBHD.
The best thing about the iPhone Air is actually how much it seems to have freed Apple up to make the Pro phones even more pro.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't check out the iPhone Air. I'm just like, you know, it's not really my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not really focused on the iPhone Air, but the iPhone 17 Pro, it may be a game changer. Will I get it? I don't think I'm gonna get it yet, but it's still a game changer. You say you've been loving the iPhone reaction channel. Appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy it. You Samsung gang, I respect it. Samsung's pretty solid too. I ain't gonna lie. I used to work for Samsung. They was cool. They was vibing and shit. They got a lot of cool shit going on. It's just not my cup of tea. I got too much iPhone shit, you know what I'm saying? Too much Apple. I fuck with Apple, you know. It's just the ease of access for me. But I ain't with that war shit. So don't be warring in my comment section either. Whenever, you know, the new public come in here and be like, Samsung's better. I don't care. This shit right here is crazy though. He be in his bag with the cinematics. Oh, that shit hard. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I thought that like, well, I'm gonna make some chrome letters, and I was looking that up, and then boom, here we go. We seeing some chrome letters. This shit crazy.
Have you noticed that? These new Pro phones are thicker than last year, more room inside for bigger batteries and a vapor chamber and a bigger camera. It's not quite on the level of the Ultra phones, but this is the most maximalist that an iPhone has ever felt. And I like it. But also, let me let you in on a little not so secret. The Pro phone is always the best selling one. Like this year, the iPhone Air is the most interesting and it's getting the most YouTube clicks and the most views.
Okay.
And the base 17 is more than ever the one that most people should get. And
Yes.
That's deal. But it turns
And that's what be pissing me off about whenever I was working in phone sales and shit. Motherfuckers that don't have no reason to be getting the iPhone Pro be trying to get an iPhone Pro because they think the camera better. It's like, bro, it does not make any fucking difference if you are a fucking consumer. If you do not be taking photos and videos, there is no fucking reason for you to be getting an iPhone Pro, bro. People be so fucking dumb with this shit. I'll be like, man, you just buy a fucking regular iPhone, bro. Are you a wedding photographer? No, you're a mom at home. You don't need a fucking iPhone Pro, man. Oh shit. That's why I be doing these reactions, because somebody they gonna look at this video and be like, damn, maybe I don't need the Pro. Maybe you don't, bro. Quit harassing salespeople. Fuck, bro.
Turns out the Pro Max specifically by far is the most popular by sales.
This shit be crazy.
I was gonna try to find a way to show you guys this. You know, channel sponsor D Brand, they make a accessory for every single model of iPhone, and so their sales distributions kind of match Apple's. And this is a distribution this year.
That's crazy.
Over half
That is
are-
fucking crazy, bro. Niggas really be sitting here like, oh yeah, I need that Pro Max. I need that Pro Max. You do not need that Pro Max, bro. Why is the Pro Max 56%? What are you niggas taking videos of? Oh God. This is so crazy. This is so crazy.
Pro Maxes, and between the two Pros, that's like 90% of orders. So yeah, it's fun to watch Apple kind of walk this line between being a more pro phone than ever before and this maximalist new design and everything they're doing, but also being literally the most mainstream phone.
This
of all
is
time. Like the
fucking
cameras. Might as well
crazy.
start there, right? The cameras are the most pro thing about the Pro iPhone every year. And on one hand, no professional would say, oh yeah, thank gosh I have 8 lenses now in my smartphone.
Okay, I would say that, because that's fucking convenient if you're gonna take like this many photos. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you would stay, if you just like somebody's soccer mom and shit, you know what I'm saying, and you don't be doing no fucking photography, what the fuck do you get a Pro for? Like, not like that's just my thing, bro. Like, because this is insane. You get a macro to a 200 millimeter. That is fucking insane, dude. Oh my God.
Like Apple seems to want us to believe. It clearly has 3. But the 3 cameras you get are more evenly matched than ever. The primary and ultra wide are essentially unchanged from last year, but the telephoto gets a big update. It's now also
I appreciate
a
them
48
likes.
megapixel camera, and it's a 4x telephoto lens. Last year was a 5x, but only 12 megapixels. So this new one feels like a more natural portrait focal length. It's roughly 100 millimeter equivalent, and all of your zoom shots will have much more detail and much less noise, thanks to the sensor being much larger and much higher resolution. Now, I will give them credit for the specific 2x zoom increments, because while they are not actually new lenses, they do specifically process each of the images shot in a 2x crop to be slightly sharper and better looking than just a pure digital crop on the middle of the sensor. So, you know, it's not the level of a pure optical zoom.
Let me see this shit. It looks like, I don't know if it looks artificial or not. Like they trying to AI this shit. But it looks pretty decent though. I ain't gonna lie. Huh. Interesting.
But better than nothing. So I don't know why they only do it at these focal lengths, honestly. Either way, it's a really nice total package now. 3 matching 48 megapixel cameras, all of which are super
Bro, need to get a pedicure.
reliable.
I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. I gotta roast you, man.
Just as good for casual shooters as they are
Is that a love bug?
on their iPhone for work, or maybe who happen to have an entire YouTube channel about cars that they happen to shoot all on smartphones. Yeah, electric G-Wagon review coming to autofocus shot on iPhone 17 Pro.
Is he using a native iPhone? I'm only pausing it and like asking that because it's like it's kind of wobbly and shit. It's like bro not gonna use the Black Magic Pro app or nothing like that. I might have to check it out and see if he's like doing this intentionally. Cause if not, I'm like, damn, bro, like at least get a gimbal or something. You know what I'm saying?
Very soon. I do still kind of find myself wishing they made some other improvements, like the point light problem at night when you shoot in the dark and those little flares always show up. They haven't fixed that at all. Or even adding 8K video support. There's a 2 terabyte iPhone model now. I feel like 8K video is...
It doesn't have 8K video. Oh. That's kind of sticky. I don't know about that one. So those love bugs are freaky. Yeah, they freaky as shit. That's why I be inside, just doing my due diligence.
Flip of a switch away, but not this year. But the changes are stacked up nicely over the years from older Pro phones like the 13 Pro and the 14 Pro. It's not a huge difference versus last year, but it's nice. Also, what you're watching right now is ProRes RAW footage from the iPhone 17 Pro, which I was particularly excited about because that means I can go into the new Final Cut Pro 11.2, I think it is, and I can literally change ISO and white balance.
It looks pretty decent, I ain't gonna lie. Is my shit on 4K or is it on just... Bro, put this shit on 4K. What you doing?
Balance.
Okay, there we go.
Shoot, which is very useful. Also, the file sizes are huge.
6 gigabits per... 6 fucking gigabits per minute? What the fuck? That's nasty. That is nasty fucking work. Why is Apple not like optimizing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would it be... Why should you... Is my shit... Okay, no, it's just code. Why should you like have to get an external hard drive to like put some like just to videotape something? It just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. They on some bullshit. But we gonna see.
That they added that they couldn't brand for themselves.
It looks clean though.
Already use it and named it, and that's Genlock support, which basically lets devices talk to each other so that they can stay in sync over large multi-device shoots. Pretty sick. And also the selfie cameras are more pro than ever. More about that in the 17 base review. But
okay.
A lot going on with the cameras. So let's be real, 95% of people who get these phones are just going to point and shoot, and these are more capable and reliable than ever for that. If you want more in-depth stuff on shooting like professionally with this camera, you can check out Tyler Stallman's review, which I'll link below. It's really in-depth, and he shot the whole thing also on the iPhone. My favorite thing about this new iPhone, though, is actually the new design. It's not often that the newest iPhones actually change a lot and get thicker and heavier. But like, bro,
look at this color, man. This color is so fire. Like, I haven't seen the other colors yet because I ain't really been tapped into it for real yet. But yeah, this orange is just fire. It's like a Dragon Ball Z orange. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. You say you love orange? Yeah, I be fucking with orange. That shit hard, man. This dude look good as fuck.
I think that's kind of one of the best things about them coming out with a separate phone that's designed just to be super thin, so that if you want a thin phone, go get the Air. But if you don't care about that, if that's not one of your priorities, then here's the new Pro, which goes the other direction and isn't afraid of a few extra fractions of an inch. And I love that it's an all unibody metal jacket now. This is not a glass sandwich anymore. Literally the whole body of the phone is metal now, with glass cutouts at the back for wireless charging, and then at the top for those millimeter wave antennas. This makes it more durable. It makes more room inside for a bigger battery, which we'll get to in a second.
Still got that mercury shit.
Room for a vapor chamber for the first time ever in iPhone. And then the new plateau at the top. I actually think it's great. This is where I've been putting my index finger on Android phones for years.
Yo, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cause like if you gotta hold this bitch for a long time, like recording this shit. Cause like for mine, like I gotta hold this bitch like this, you know what I'm saying? Like on my thumb. But like if you could hold it with your finger like this, yeah, that's crazy. I'll give it to Apple on that one. They did due diligence on that one. That's fire. Oh damn, I didn't even think of that. Okay. I gotta give them their props on that one. You said your phone too small for your hands? Yeah, you gotta invest when the time is right to. Phones, shit, you don't really need a phone until you excuse me, fuck. You don't really need like a new phone shit until you like need a new phone type shit. I just be letting this shit come to me, cause I had a 12 Pro and then I got the 15 Pro when I started going to concerts and shit and like doing more videos and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just gotta come to you. The universe works in mysterious ways, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm almost done paying off my shit. low key, which is kind of crazy. We there.
Ears, it's like a natural resting spot to hold up the phone.
But this is fire though. This is fire. I may wait another year, just depending on like if I can see what the deals are looking like. But yeah, this is fire.
Same thing with this one now. And Corning's Ceramic Shield 2, in case you haven't already heard, is also clearly awesome for preventing scratches to the front glass. A couple of nitpicks though. No black color Pro phone. You sickos. This is like one of those weird things that it feels like Apple's doing just to spite me, where they're making a bunch of products that should have a black version but don't. Like the new Mac.
I mean, how do y'all feel about like an all black phone? Me personally, I'm just like, eh. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'd rather have like some personality to my shit a little bit. You feel me? Like you said, you'd fuck with the all black phone. I feel you. It's a little edgy, but I'm just like, Like that's why I got like champagne for this one, because I was like, I want like something that looks like slick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like something kooky, like kooky colors and slick. That's the type of shit I'll be messing with when it comes to phones.
But Airs come in silver and starlight.
That shit is hard.
And dark blue, but no black. And then the AirPods Max refresh also comes in a bunch of colors. And dark blue, but no black. We need a dark neutral, especially because the color that you pick actually shows up around the front bezel of the phone. So you see the color you pick all the time. It makes the orange and silver that much more annoying to me. I told you it was a nitpick.
That's a personal nitpick.
About Scratchgate, which is just how easily it seems like the anodization layer on top of the aluminum seems to scratch off and then reveal the raw silver aluminum underneath it. And I kind of don't really know what to make of this yet. Like, I feel like this has come up before with a lot of darker anodized aluminum phones. And as a person who rocks a phone with no case, I haven't had any issues with the one I'm using. I've been tossing it around. But the JRig Everything test has revealed that the weakest part that you could get scratched or dinged is going to be around the tightest corner radii, like around the.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Cause that shit's like, it's bezeled out, or extruded to be more like specific and shit. But yeah, that makes sense. That's why you need to get a case anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I be telling people at least get a case. Like, if you're not gonna get a screen protector, you know what I'm saying, get a case. Cause you gonna need that shit. I had my case for like shit since I got this phone. That motherfucker almost busting out and shit. It still worked though.
Camera plateau. So we'll see how many phones this ends up affecting. But we gotta talk about the insides of this phone, because the redesign is one thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's even more going on under the surface. The A19 Pro chip, shocker, is pretty great. It's benchmarked around 20% faster than the last generation. And when paired with iOS 26 and 12 gigs of RAM now, these phones feel really quick.
12 gigs of RAM? Fuck. That's hard. Damn, bro. I ain't doing nothing but taking videos on this shit. That shit crazy, bro.
Great. But the extra thickness has also made room for a vapor chamber for the first time. And it's actually made a real difference to the thermals and the behavior of this phone. Big shout out to HDX Studio, YouTuber, who was able to put thermal cameras on these phones under load and really visualize this. But especially compared to the Air, these phones rarely got any more than slightly warm to the touch for me. And
interesting.
As a result, they were able to actually hold higher frame rates longer while gaming and keep the display brightness higher when recording videos for a long time. Check out the rest of his video too, by the way. It's freaking incredibly well done. But it also reminded me about why in the Android world, like gaming phones kind of have the same effect. The stuff that makes a gaming phone really good, like better speakers and better performance and better screen and big batteries, well, all that stuff is awesome for regular use too. And it's the same deal for the Pro iPhone. The stuff that makes a really good Pro iPhone, like the improved display and the much better cameras and the thicker, better build with improved cooling for shooting videos longer and better sustained performance.
What is that app? What the fuck?
Really good.
Hold on, let me
Pro
see.
iPhone, like the improved
Oh, so he's not gonna show us. You I respect you.
display and the much better cameras And the thicker, better build with improved cooling for shooting videos longer and better sustained performance. It turns out the masses buying iPhone 17 Pro Max also really enjoy nicer screens, cameras, and batteries too. Not a surprise. And we've all been saying for years.
But like, what would that do with the economics of everything in the future? Because if everybody is getting a Pro, what are they gonna do with the base models? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen with that? Oh shit, my bad. I'm sorry. Like that intrigues me a little bit, because you said make them cheaper. They could make them cheaper, or they could like make the base model into the Pro. You never know. I don't know. That would be kind of crazy. It's like, but then what that would also do is like make the base model more expensive, and then the more Pro model more expensive. So psychologically, it would make people keep buying more Pros. That'd be the craziest money move ever if they did that shit. That would be the craziest money move ever. I don't condone it at all, but I'm just like, yo, it would be spooky times if that happened. Oh shit. That's what oh my god. But it's like, it's economics though, like, and people like really don't be thinking about this type of shit. That's the craziest part about it. It's like, hey Apple, listen, it's just a theory, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to fuck up no bag or anything like that. I'm just like, yo, that is fucking disgusting. Oh shit. Oh my god. But then, oh my god, bro, they really got this shit in the bag. Cause you see earlier, 56% of people bought Pros this year. Oh my god.
Hey, just make a thicker phone and put
wow. Hey, appreciate that follow, Zane.
This is another place where having an iPhone Air focusing on getting super thin, let them feel free to go the total other direction with the other phones, because if they're going to claim the iPhone Air is all day battery life, then great. Every single other phone in the lineup gets even thicker with bigger batteries. So the 17 Pro has a 20% bigger battery than last year. And the Pro Max actually cracks the 5,000 milliamp hour mark for the first time ever, which is great in iPhone land. And also 40-watt charging now. So that's half battery in 20 minutes.
Damn! Half battery in 20 minutes is fucking stupid. Cause I get like at least, depending on which charger I use, because sometimes if I use my Nintendo charger, that shit be getting like half battery in like 15 sometimes. But like yeah, if I use like my regular charger, that shit be taking like at least like half an hour to get half battery. So it's not bad. I appreciate them likes.
That's a big deal. Like, we welcome a 20% year-over-year improvement. Now, in Android land,
it's crazy.
It kind of looks like nothing. Like, it's nowhere near the Ultra phones with 6,000 milliamp hour silicon carbon batteries and 100-watt charging and all that. But for a phone that ships like in the volume that the iPhone does, very happy to see that sort of improvement when last year's phone already had really good battery. The iPhone is also very efficient.
You said yours completely charges in about 30 to 40? Yeah, this shit is insane. It's insane how like crazy like chargers be nowadays and shit. It's like we can get that mug done in a minute. Which I'm blessed is like, you know what I'm saying, be in this like time period, because when phones like first start coming out, this shit's wasn't charging until like the next day. This shit was horrible.
So I am getting a nice 5+ hours of screen on time every day on not even the bigger phone, and it's lasting all day with 30+% left. So I'm loving it. And then there's just all sorts of other little things too. Like with this screen, I think this is the first generation of iPhone that's had a toggle for PWM dimming. Now it's buried in the accessibility settings, but you can search and find it, and that is very welcome to many people.
What is that? Disables pulse width modulation to provide a different way to dim the OLED display, which can create a smoother display output at low brightness levels. Disabling PWM may affect low brightness display performance under certain conditions. Huh. So is that like whenever like I'm outside and shit, and then my phone decides to just not like have brightness no more? Because if so, that's kind of crazy. But it'll also mess up the brightness in low settings and shit. I mean, low brightness display performance under certain conditions. Huh. Huh. Well, that's some nerdy shit I ain't gonna be looking into.
And there's also a slightly noticeable but better than nothing anti-reflective coating. But more importantly, the display gets slightly brighter now. And I noticed that it's up to 3000 nits peak. And satellite connectivity has expanded to cover messaging and location sharing too now, which is useful. So at the end of the day, the paradox is that making the Pro iPhones more pro is actually better for the masses. And this is the best one yet. It's the most freed one yet. And I think, you know, when they eventually, if they make some iPhone Ultra at some point, I'll probably still want all of that over this. But for now, this is good stuff. Now, if you are thinking about getting an iPhone,
This dude said an iPhone Ultra. Nah, he about to give them some ideas. Yo, if they make an iPhone Ultra. Oh. Oof. I pray for the mental health of the retail workers during that time period.
You know the deal.
But I also pray that your pockets are very full, because that'll be just goddamn disgusting.
You know the deal.
17, but you are concerned about those scratches, then channel sponsor dbrand does have some options for you, like this grip case, which I have here in matte black, and it also does a pretty good job of hiding that plateau, which if you've seen Zach's durability test, it is the most vulnerable spot for the anodization to chip off. Alternatively, if you're more of a clear case,
Oh, this is an ad? Oh, okay. Well, you just gonna have to.
out. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys very soon, still in Techtember.
Hey man, thanks for the the information, HD, aka Marquez Brownlee. I've been watching for a minute and shit. But yeah, very insightful video. I'm glad you taught us a lot of things about the iPhone 17 Pro. Looks like a lot changed, because 16, yeah, it was alright. It was alright, you know what I'm saying? But 17 Pro, yeah, it sounds like it's a pretty solid phone. What do you guys think? Let me know down below, all that cool shit. But appreciate y'all coming to watch the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, do your due diligence, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace out.